Our host here. Give a hand clap to our host, Nile Basin International School and the foundation. My name is Aldon Walukamba. I'm here on behalf of our Acting Executive Director to witness the poetry Kachai. A very important event in the year. A little bit about Aldon is I've served as a journalist for more than 15 years. But again, for more than 10 years I've been a communication specialist and now a consultant. We've written about many things concerning climate change, global warming, renewable energy. I was the first PRO manager for renewable energy, and that's why I qualified your question. Solar energy is a form, the sun is a source of renewable energy. I love interacting with youth like you. But on behalf of the National Forestry Authority, youth like you need to re-echo and understand how diverse Uganda is in terms of our environment and in terms of our tree species and forests. The youths today, like you are, need to understand that there is rampant depletion of these natural resources that support our environment, that support our climate. And it's part of the National Forest Authority's role to empower you, to work with you, and to make you understand that without the youth, nothing is for the youth in terms of conservation of our climate and forests. Indeed, that's why partly we are here. And that's why we have to thank the Nile Basin International School and Foundation. I believe the foundation is the one that brings in the school. Our objective as the National Forest Authority is to transform your attitudes, perceptions, and values towards forestry. To know that you have a role to play now, tomorrow, and in the future. To know that in order to solve the problem, youth have to understand the severity of the problem of deforestation, degradation of these natural resources and how they affect our climate. And there are various strategies that we'll employ together with the youths. Among them is engaging you to speak, but also to use other platforms like the social media, to have youth-led conferences, interactions, to actively participate as youths in order for us together to have a change. Because remember, out of the many millions of Ugandans, the youths form more than 70%. And indeed, we have an equal share of contributing towards protecting our forests, but also our equal share to tell our fellow youths, who form more than 70% of Uganda's population, to stop destroying this natural resource. So it's a two-way. We have engaged in tree planting programs. We have acted as eco-ambassadors. But we need to see the trees grow, like this tree, this guava tree that was planted in 2021. I believe many of you youths are happy to see it grow and give us fruits, but also there are other things it does. It sucks greenhouse gases out of the areas around here. That is called carbon sequestration. All these trees you see here suck the bad greenhouse gases. They start with here, but one tree can suck from an area of about 10 kilometers, just one tree. So we need to empower you so that you have this knowledge and work with it. In a bid to change the attitudes, values, and perceptions, the youths need to own these programs about forestry, climate change, in terms of protecting, advising against the adverse effects that are being faced by our forests today. Of course, with the rightful information. We need to foster long-term commitments among the youths who form the biggest part of our population in Uganda, to use the facts about climate change, forestry, but use these facts with emotions and ethics. We have many professionals today, including foresters, who lack emotional actions, communications that are ethical. And it's the youth to bring about this change by reminding ourselves that we need to have the facts, but also act emotionally and consciously with ethics, while preventing the degradation of our forests in Uganda. Fellow youths, now I become a youth. We need to have these ethical values about the protection of our environment and join them to our national values. Our national values, for example, the President is always talking about not destroying wetlands, not destroying forests. The national goal of Vision 2040 is to protect our environment. And there is a target of having a forest cover of 25% in Uganda. Currently we are at 13%. But you know very well, we cannot achieve these objectives or goals without involving the youth. So it's time to act, and to act now. We very well know that generations like yours and mine that respect the forests. Why am I saying forests many times? It's because without the trees, without the forests, from the trees and forests we have the wetlands. From the wetlands we have the rivers. From the rivers we have the lakes. An example is that forest that I've been on TV. Try to tell cases here, please don't dump garbage in Butobovuma Central Forest Reserve. It is a forest that protects a wetland called Mayanja. And from Mayanja we get Mayanja River. Mayanja River flows to Katonga River. Katonga River which flows to Lake Victoria. Now if you destroy Butobovuma forest, the wetland will dry up, Mayanja River will dry up, Katonga will be affected, and in the long run, Lake Victoria. You see how it works? So we need to be ambassadors, as I spoke earlier, with this information to prevent the unnecessary degradation of these forests. With those few words, thank you for listening to me, and I hope you have a good day.